The following podcast contains adult themes and adult language. Listener discretion advised.
And although we joke, if you or someone you know is affected by or a victim of domestic violence, dial 1-800-799-7233 or visit the National Domestic Violence Hotline's website, thehotline.org.
But it's always the husband, it's always the husband, it's always the husband, I'm gonna kill you, babe.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And this is Megan.
You're listening to It's Always the Husband podcast.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, welcome. This is a true crime comedy podcast where we barely research, we watch a show, and we tell you all about it. And then also talk about our lives and our friendship. And that's about it. So welcome.
Right.
If this is your first time here, we are thrilled.
Yeah, thank you for giving us a
fucking
try.
Thrilled for you being
thank
here.
You. I'm excited.
Yeah, thanks for giving it a shot.
I want to tell about a new Patreon listener.
Who could it be?
We're going to get a new episode.
What I like to do
quick.
is like ask for money right away before we've even done the show.
Please give money.
That's what we need. Okay, so who gave
Mary
us money?
D.
Mary D.
Mary D.
Wow.
Putting the D forward.
Yeah,
Mary
she is.
D.
She puts
Thank
a
you, Mary.
D
She puts the D in D.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
For your support.
You will have some episodes there just for you.
We send you some
And
stickers.
we will.
Some
Stickers.
art, yes, and then we do have some extra episodes for people who join Patreon.
that are not available
And-
anywhere else.
Right.
And
Hot
shouldn't be.
commodities.
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
commodities. So how was your week?
I went to a cabin.
Went to a
where I
cabin.
got to go on a boat and see water.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you can't tell from our accents, we live in the great state of Minnesota. And so there's...
Went up nerd.
Yes, you went
Yeah.
up north. Did you happen to see drink any hams?
I didn't drink hams, but a person next to me was drinking hams.
Getting hammed on
Yeah.
hams.
It's getting hammed on hams. I had margaritas
Yum.
and Corona.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Tripper jumped off a dock for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was he scared of the water?
He was scared to jump. He wasn't scared of the water. He loves the water, but he had never jumped into water.
Like he would wade into
Yes.
it, but not jump.
So he liked that.
So once he did it,
And he had
did he
never
do it
been on a
again?
boat. Yeah. He
Yeah,
jumped.
then he did it.
He had not been on a pontoon, and he just wanted to sit and stare at the water. He loved it.
Fun.
But it was nice. It was Jamie's aunt and uncle, and his cousins were there. It was fun.
like a family
Yeah,
reunion.
it was fun. Perfect weather.
Well, it sure was.
Yeah.
It sure was. I started a new paddleboard camp with the little girls this week, and today was literally the perfect paddleboard day.
Yeah.
There was no wind. The lake was glass. We paddled about 3 miles today. Like the girls were all in.
Ooh, they were
kind
ready
of
to go.
older, so
Yeah.
they could hang already, and all of them had already paddleboarded someplace else before, so they were really pretty good. It was a great morning. It was amazing. My arms are going to be sore.
Oh
for
my God,
sure.
I bet.
And that's
time.
the only exercise you'll catch me doing. That's for sure.
Well, that's a lot.
That was a lot today. That was hard to start off a Monday.
Right.
Yeah, I know. We're on the downward count
Yep.
to the deodorant factory.
Time to jump in front of a bus again. Oh.
It is.
God.
The last 25 years it hasn't worked. Maybe this year.
God.
Maybe this year.
27 for me.
I'll get lucky.
That bus will not stop.
Yes.
The bus will keep going.
The brakes
It always
will
puts
give
on
out.
its brakes.
Yeah.
It says, "Lady, watch out! What are you doing, lady?"
It's late August.
Yeah.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh.
It's time.
Do you have a glitter in your shitter?
Yeah, I
Something
do.
that got you through?
Yeah. So somehow my kids have been at my mom and dad's, and I've been childless. So, and then my husband is golfing all the time, so I'm kind of a golf widow, which I don't care usually, but I was pretty bored without like kids to feed or people to talk to.
What?
You were
that
gone.
would be my. Oh, I was gone. I was gone for 4 days.
Nut Bar was gone for
and Nut
2
Bar
days.
is Nut Bar.
Nut Bar is nutty.
Yeah.
TT just moved into her house, so she was. I don't know. Beth is always doing something.
Yeah.
B-Tits is at lacrosse, and so I didn't really have anything to do. So I was staring at my phone, and somehow I came across chicken shop dates.
See, I didn't know what that was, and then I looked it up, and that's been a huge thing
Forever.
Yeah,
But we didn't know.
we didn't know anything about it.
Is it a TikTok thing? So
I don't know
because we don't
it's a
have
British
TikTok?
thing, right? Maybe the
Right.
British know,
Right.
And then we just don't.
But anyway, somehow I came across it and I got obsessed. And Amelia de Moldenberg is my new fave. And she just, if you don't know what it is, you have to look her up. But she goes on dates with people, and she's really a journalist. She just interviews.
Yeah.
She's like a celebrity journalist or interviewer or whatever, but she calls them dates. So they always go to a chicken shop and they get chicken nuggets or wings and chips or fries.
Yeah.
And then she talks to him and she does her best to be as awkward as possible on the dates. And so I got really invested in it. And that's my.
And they're on YouTube.
They're on YouTube. Yeah, I watched them all on Reels.
Oh, Reels. Okay.
But I feel like, yeah, she's a content creator. Yes. But she goes to like the award shows, like
See, I
the
knew nothing.
Oscars and the Emmys and the GQ Man of the Year awards and stuff, and stands on the red carpet and interviews them. I did not know who she was.
I had
We've
no
been
idea.
in the dark.
Yeah. So now I got to catch up on
And
tons of it.
everyone
Yeah.
loves her.
I know.
So, yeah, I
Got
she's
tons to catch up on.
funny and weird. And I got really invested in this like love affair with her and Andrew Garfield. And there's like one other guy that I think kind of likes her. I can't remember his name. Maddie Healy was really a gross perv to her in there. And like, there's just like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman went on and they were funny. And I don't know. She's cute.
Yeah. I had no clue. So it's just a cute little, and they're short.
Yeah. Yep.
She takes all of the time and then puts the best pieces into her.
Yes.
So it's like,
yeah, she just, it's not a running date.
Yeah.
It's like there's bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And then in between each like quote unquote scene, she'll put something of like somebody working in the chicken shop, like the
B-roll.
Yeah, she'll put like the chicken strips in the fryer or something. Yeah. What got you through? What's your
mine are some sheets. If you are a fat, sweaty cunt and you sweat through the night, as I am.
I do too.
These sheets, I got them on Amazon, and they're cooling sheets. So they're pure bamboo, and it's the Pure Bamboo shop. And they're like just lyocell or bamboo, 100% bamboo, which I always felt bad. I'm like, do they take from the koalas and the food, and do they stop?
Do you mean the pandas?
Pandas or whatever? I don't know. And I don't know. The sheets are so good now I don't care. They're like soft and silky and cooling. They're like heaven.
So if my problem is that I just sweat so much that I end up like soaking in a
No,
puddle.
you can sweat, and these are like
So
whisk away
It
your
wicks away your
your
sweat.
vag sweat whisks away, and it's cooling and dry.
I forgot to put my estrogen patch on yesterday.
Oh, I forgot to change mine.
Yeah.
No wonder why I'm just
So I took it off when I took a shower, and then I didn't put it back on.
Yeah.
And last night it took one night, and I woke up and my legs,
you pissed yourself.
Yes, were just wet everywhere. My shins were wet.
Yeah.
It was just fucking disgusting.
So gross. But these are heavenly. So if you go to the Pure Bamboo shop on Amazon, they're there, and
we once had a storefront
lovely. I know.
on
I gotta figure out how to
Amazon.
do that.
I need to go back and update it and see if we can make a go of it.
I know. We really should push that more.
I wish we knew what we were doing.
I do too.
An internet person to
do a reel of all our
manage
stuff and then have a button. Click here and buy it. And then that's how people make
we
money.
need a marketer, but we're too cheap to pay.
Well, yeah. We don't have enough money for that.
No. God. Someday we'll get it together.
I know.
It's not like we don't have, I watched hours of Chicken Shop Dates. I could have put things together in Amazon, but I didn't.
That's where I'm at.
Wall staring.
Yeah.
If this is your first time listening, we also have a place where anyone who likes It's Always the Husband can gather and post funny reels or memes. It's called It's Always the Husband Podcast Group.
Yeah.
And you just ask if you want to, you ask to join, and then we let you in, and then
you're in.
And we're sorry about what your eyes will see. But this week I picked 2 because they were both about buttholes.
I saw some buttholeage
and
information.
So Alicia McClure put the rectum machine. It looked like an advertisement. An old advertisement. It looked
like an enormous, like some sort of car exhaust, but bigger for like a giant tank.
And it went right up your butt.
I'm not sure because it was like the size of Arnold Schwarzenegger's thigh.
What was it? A laser on the end? What is it? I
don't know how it goes into the
butt?
anus. How does it fit in there? Or was it taking out or putting in?
I don't know. But it showed people laying down and this giant metal thing was going into it. But then there was also a picture of a guy sitting on it.
Do you pass wind into it and it sounds like Darth Vader? Yeah.
I don't know, but that was alarming.
It was.
And so thank you, Alicia, for that. And then also Shannon Susby put that the new product called Asset.
Yeah.
It's a serum for your hole.
I guess your hole should have a serum if you tear it up a lot. From various means.
Feel like I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
Because, again, one of the most humiliating days of my life was when I propped myself up on the little...
I can't even... I wouldn't.
I don't even know what it was. Like a lump, and then they just raised me. It's probably the Asset or the ass machine, the rectum machine, but it had a little padding on it, and they just hoisted me up in the air
so that your butthole is eye level.
And looked right at my butthole and told me where all my hemorrhoids were.
I would have had to say, you know what? Excuse me. There is a 5 p.m. bus coming along on the street. I'm due to jump in front of it. Ta-ta, bitches. Jump.
That was the thing. You're hoisted up in the air, so my feet weren't touching. I was dangling. My arms were dangling off my...
So you were held against your will with your everything dangling.
Yeah.
You would have to struggle to get down with your butthole eye level and a doctor staring into your butthole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But... is it something like Preparation H?
It
it didn't really say what it was
salve
for. Is it for hemorrhoids?
It said for buttholes that were aggravated.
Is it? Oh, okay. I mean, nothing's going in mine.
Well, maybe you were riding your dirt bike and you skidded along the bottom and got a whole bunch of road rash in your butthole. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it's for. All right. Well, what are you going to highlight?
I enjoyed this. Shannon Jensen posted from effing SC, which might just be a joke oil painting, but it was a lovely oil painting of Harry and Meghan looking like fools with Diana looking down from heaven, and Diana looks like she had just been smacked in the face with a big dick. She didn't look quite right. And then the comments on it were so fun. No, they all looked like absolute assholes. Right. So obviously it was like a joke painting where they looked like assholes.
Or someone really...
If someone really did paint it, that person should give up painting.
Yeah.
You're not good.
No.
You don't know how to paint people, and you make them look like they are absolutely drunk off their ass.
What were the comments that you loved?
They wrote, they look like they all have rabies. Oh, now I just lost them all.
The one I laughed at so hard was Diana photobombed that picture.
Yeah. She photobombed it hardcore.
She was like floating in the sky. Oh my God.
God.
It was bad. Yeah, that one was a good one. I liked it.
All right, should we get into this shit show?
Yes.
And I don't know if we did. I kept thinking, did we do this one? But then they all start blending in together because there's only so many ways to brutally murder your spouse.
If you did it, if we did it already.
I know. I looked up trying to, if we did, and I couldn't find that we did it.
This didn't seem familiar to at least the first part of it. The people didn't seem familiar to me.
But there, of course, have been the MO has been done before.
It has been done. Mm-hmm.
So,
in fact, in like one of our first
episode was this way.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go all the way to Texas, and we're gonna go to Denton. All right. Well, first of all, this is a deadly affair with the beautiful
Susan
and demure Susan Lucci, and this is season 2, episode 6, Tall, Dark, and Dangerous.
Each one of these episodes starts in a cringier way than the last.
Of course.
So she's in a leopard print strapless dress and she's sitting down to have a martini, and a man next to her with a horrible man bun is trying to flirt with her. Yeah. And then she gives us an intro to this whole like 3's a crowd, 2's marriage, and 1's a murder, and then bam, here we go
into this one. Yeah. So we have 2 people. We have Viki and we have Bobby, and we're in Denton, Texas, where they say Denton, Texas is quite, it's lovely, lovely little town and quite diverse. And by diverse, they zoom in on a fat ass wearing a weird hat. And that is what they mean by diverse. Otherwise, I don't know if it's quite diverse.
I couldn't figure out the very beginning of this because they showed... Did you see that they like blurred out somebody's face?
Yes, that was by the fat ass.
Yes. And I was like, why are they blurring?
I don't understand what any of that means.
Oh, this person's
don't use that.
Face. Because it's a reenactment.
Yeah. So
or an
were
interview.
They too ugly for a reenactment? Because that takes a lot. I just didn't get that part.
I don't know. I thought it was weird too.
So Viki's born and raised in Denton.
Yes.
And she goes to University of North Texas, which I guess is in Denton. And she meets Bobby Lozano, who I thought was maybe like an Italian.
Yes, but he was not.
No, he's a sexy Latin, and sexy I use loosely. From Mexico. He is going to North Texas University, or University of North Texas. They say he has a silver tongue, and Susan Lucci says it in a gross, perverted way.
I had to look up what silver tongue was because I didn't know.
Charming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a smooth talker.
Did you think it meant something gross and perverted?
I mean, I assumed that's what it meant, but I'm like, what the fuck? Because she says it twice in the episode. And I was like, is that really a thing?
Yeah. Like silver tongue devil.
It was like that other time when I didn't know what that word was.
And it had Latin charm.
What was it?
the
What
other
was
word.
The other word I didn't know.
Milk toast.
Milk toast.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a milk toast, silver-tongued
Yeah.
milk toast bitch.
Yes.
So this Bobby Lozano sees Viki. She's blonde. And he likes blondes. And so he gives her a lot of attention. In fact, this seems to be the only attention Viki had been getting from men.
Ever
Vicky's-
in her
yeah,
life?
They
made her
said.
seem like this just poor, wayward, ugly
troll.
but she was not.
No. But they did say she didn't have much confidence in herself. So she might have taken this attention from tons of attention from Bobby. Just she took it, she rolled with it quick. They leave college to actually get married in 1986 and both get jobs. So she gets a job as a 5th grade teacher. So remember this, because I was confused somewhat during the episode.
Okay.
Bobby becomes a police officer. And I don't think he ever works up to detective or anything.
Well,
But I don't know. He does
they
fine.
did say he was wearing suits, though, so he
He
must
must
not have
have
been always on the street. On the beat.
On the beat.
As they say.
Bobby in the marriage, day 1 or at first date, minute 1, starts porking other gals.
Yes.
He has a wandering wang. The wang is wandering while it's porking other gals. So he's porking other gals while porking other gals.
While married.
He's
you
porking,
can't make it up.
Yeah, he's porking his way around town. In fact, they have a scene where some lady is running. He's running the opposite way, kind of like the intro to Three's Company. And he turns around and chases down the running woman and starts manhandling her and like SAs the shit out of her in the scene.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, you must be Bobby. Oh. Instead of saying, excuse me, sir, I am running here.
The Bobby in the reenactment was not super ugly. I mean, like,
no, it looked very Italian Bobby.
Yes. And he looked attractive. He had very nicely shaped eyebrows, looked manicured eyebrows. But the women that they got to be like the people he was cheating on were
handsome.
Literally, talk about trolls.
These were handsome gals.
Yes. What were they doing? Just pulling. Why didn't they blur their faces out?
I don't know. They had a handsome gal casting call for handsome gals.
They just said all you have to have is blonde hair.
Yep.
And you're in. But at any rate, Bobby actually
had long-term mistresses, short-term mistresses, 17 mistresses at a time.
Yeah.
Mistresses all throughout the 14-year marriage here. So even employees, even people at work, he's cheating with people at work. He flirts with everybody. They even have a scene where there's a new hire. She's immediately hired, and he goes to her and starts grabbing her asshole.
They literally show him grabbing it and pulling it up. And I thought, I feel like maybe Deadly Affairs went too far with this one.
I mean, if I just started and a strange man came up and put his finger in my asshole and grabbed my buttocks over to his wang.
You would say, that's assault, brother.
I would say, I don't know who you are, sir. And there's nothing to grab back there.
And they just made everyone seem like they were so happy to see him.
Yeah.
But then they would show a picture of the real Bobby and you'd be like, no.
Yeah, I would say,
I'll take the bear.
Yep. I'm going to take the bear, and I know it's tiny.
Yeah. Yep.
It's going to be tiny.
But women apparently couldn't say no.
I don't know why.
To a man in uniform.
There is something about that sometimes.
I guess. A baseball uniform for me.
I do like a baseball uniform. And I like those football uniforms when their pants are see-through. When they bend over, you can see in the white pants. You can see right through there. Don't.
Football players are not for me, but I like a good baseball player.
So Viki,
like Phil McDermott, I mean.
Well,
moving on.
Jamie was a basketball player, but he
Yeah,
didn't
he
have
was.
the short shorts. He had the long shorts. And so,
Yeah, because it was in the 90s.
yeah, I prefer the very short 70s
I remember
shorts.
Jamie playing basketball.
Yeah.
All right.
I've never seen him play basketball. I once.
Anyway.
Vicky, I guess, knew of the cheating. She'd get upset and she would do a, what's that movie? Where she burns all the clothes.
Yeah. What is that called with Whitney Houston?
Yes,
and-
Angela Bassett burns
and
all the
I'm not
clothes
gonna cry.
in
I'm
the
not
car.
gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry no more. Waiting to exhale.
Yes, I knew it was a W.
God.
Vicky takes all his clothes, his expensive clothes that he bought with her money. And that's where I said, hold up, she's a 5th grade teacher. She ain't got a dime.
Yes, but her parents did.
Okay.
They said away
Okay.
in the beginning that because she was raised in Denton, her family was very well to do. And they lived in a really nice house. They had pictures of
lovely
the
house.
And I was like, no teachers living in a house
Again,
like that.
teachers
no teacher
can
in cop,
barely afford a
right?
stick house. You have to run to your neighbors, get their fallen twigs from a storm,
Yes.
and build your own stick house.
Yes, you do, and hope the wolf doesn't come.
Yes.
And he, they're both public servants. They're not making
Oh, hell no.
anything, but
So,
her
yes.
parents.
So that's
supported
why
that, I
he's
think.
staying with her, because
Yes.
she got cash flowing out
Yes.
her vag.
Because of all the cheating, you think like, why won't he just be
single? Then you can just hump around town.
Right.
Hump it,
Go ahead.
and nobody cares.
Right.
But then why you stay with this woman and break her heart all the
Right.
time? Oh, yep, she's got
That's
a
why she has money.
ATM puss.
Yep.
So she burns all his clothes. He gets mad, but then she gets upset, cries. She forgives him. He has a smirk on his face in the scene, like, yeah I gotcha. And he
then
just,
they say, and he buys new clothes.
he just buys
Okay.
all new clothes again.
Good.
Oh, but now Denton PD gets a new detective.
Mm-hmm.
Sexy new detective. And again, I use sexy loosely. A handsome new detective called Jane McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
It said Jane was blonde, striking, and had some biggins, but I'm not sure. Kind of like a male wrestler, Roddy Piper, was blonde,
Yeah.
striking, and had some biggins.
Right.
So Jane was just ending her marriage. She was just newly about to be single, ready to mingle with some douchebags, and up steps Bobby.
Right.
So Jane at first is attracted to Bobby as a bit of a mentor in her new job, but Bobby starts really courting her, being inappropriate at work again, closely grabbing and putting a finger into her asshole like the other workers. And did you see that scene where that Village People cop walked by with a painted on beard? What was that about?
No. The amount of makeout scenes that
Yeah, all they did
actor
was
Bobby
yeah,
and then this lady, what was her name?
Jane. Bobby and Jane are
Oh my God, they had to make out
make out
24/7.
1,800 times
Yeah.
in bed, and then they often would, I guess, pork in the supply closet.
Yes.
So would people go and get their typing paper and it would smell like puss,
It was hers.
like, or asshole?
Yeah.
Or would they have to stick their hand in with them pointing and try to grab a stapler? Excuse me.
They showed people
I have
walking
to
in
just
on them
get
all
a-
the
I have to
time.
get a stapler here. Can you put your penis away so I can grab these staples?
Why didn't somebody say, Bobby, you're
Yeah.
married, you stupid asshole?
Excuse me, I just have to grab a ruler here. Can I just stretch in my arm? I'm not looking at your tits.
I lost my handcuffs. I
Yeah.
gotta get in here.
Can you undo them from her hands? Give them to me. That's my extra pair. Thank you. Should I lock the door and close the door? Thank you. You left the door wide open and everybody can see in. I just wanted to know that. So then he writes her notes like this. I took a picture. We had a fated meeting in your office. To have left your office having recognized love at first sight, to have spent that weekend mesmerized by your sex appeal, to have pondered its reality and fantasy, its significance, to have dared chance and boldly begging you to help stop by, and I didn't see whatever, when in your presence, I don't know what that is, to have never experienced your business-related page, which led to our...
What?
I didn't see that. To have only dreamed of a moment of hovering lips. To recall warmth in your many caresses and sensual interludes. To want and need you unlike anyone before or after you. To see you, feel you, smell you, taste you, breathe you, bleed you. Gross.
Bobby, what the fuck?
To have stolen kisses in my office, my car, and in yours.
And the lady who apparently wrote an article about this, right?
Yeah.
Like she kind of, they interview the actual woman. And she said, like, if you found this love note, you would laugh your ass off.
Yeah, because it's so fucking dumb.
It's over the top. You would laugh, puke in your mouth.
Yeah.
Think this guy is the biggest douche ever. And nope, he just...
So dumb.
Yeah.
So 2001, Viki and Bobby are married for 14 years. But Bobby and Jane have been porking. He's giving her these idiot love letters. They show him singing to her with his guitar in bed. I would say, you know what? No, we're not doing that. He would promise her marriage. I'm going to divorce Viki and marry you. And he would say that all the time. And of course he's not going to do that because Viki has the rich family.
Right.
He is not going to divorce his meal ticket. Otherwise, and then meanwhile, Viki is thinking she has quite a husband catch in Bobby because he's buttering her up still and treating her well. Viki suddenly, well, not suddenly, I guess she's been asking for a while, for a few years, for a baby, as you would if you're married for that long.
Mm-hmm. And she liked kids. She was a teacher.
Yeah. Bobby keeps saying, no way, I'm not going to be a dad. And every time Viki asks for a baby, he gives her a puppy. So do they have like 500 dogs?
70 puppies.
Bobby thought Viki was very easy to control because she wasn't very confident. She wasn't outspoken. Jane was easy to control because she liked the love letters, the flowers, the gifts. Although she was getting more and more impatient, waiting for Bobby to divorce and marry her. So Bobby would, though, still bring Jane lunch, breakfast. They would eat together at work, go out together at work. They were always together at work. So everyone at work pretty much knew that they were porking, even though they did know Bobby was married. So almost 15 years married, Viki finally gets pregnant. Bobby is like, oh, shit.
Not happy.
Yeah. But now he knows, like, oh, well, now I'm stuck with her for a long time. I got this money coming forever because, you know, I've got a kid with her. He tells Jane, and then the scene, Jane is screaming at him, and Bobby's like, I didn't do it. Well, how did she get pregnant, you idiot?
Actually, yeah, you did.
You did something.
Yeah.
My God. Then Bobby says to Jane, well, let's just wait until the baby's 1 year old. Then I'll divorce her. And Jane's like, okay.
I got nothing but time, I guess.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Just because his wife's pregnant doesn't mean he stops porking.
No, of course.
Jane. No.
They're
just
porking
can't get
and
married.
porking.
Yeah.
The baby comes. It's a boy. Vicky's very happy. Bobby actually seems happy. A year goes by. They actually bring they have a scene where Viki brings the baby into Bobby's work, and there's Jane sitting there stewing. I am so mad that the baby is here.
Yes.
She finally is realizing that Bobby is obviously pulling her tits and lying to her. He is not going to get a divorce. He's going to stay with this cash vag forever.
Right.
And not ever leave her because she means money. He's never going to get a divorce. We get to July 6th, 2002, and we see real pictures of the outside of their enormous home.
Mm-hmm.
And it is Bobby calling 911. And he says, yeah, Lozano.
Yeah.
That's how he says when they answer. Yeah, Lozano.
Because he probably was porking all the
911 operators. So
the
they knew.
dispatch
Yeah,
people, too.
Lozano. That's not a real good 911 answer.
No.
Yeah, Lozano. What the? That's
And
probably
then-
how he answered his phone when the porking girls called. Yeah, Lozano.
But then they're like, yeah.
And he goes,
what do you want? Why are you
Wife
calling?
has a gunshot. That's what he said.
So he didn't say my wife was shot. My wife is dead. He was like,
Wife
she has a
a gunshot.
Like what?
Lozano. Wife has a gunshot.
They send
Yeah.
someone, even though he is the cop.
He is a cop there.
And the lady's like, "Can I do you need me to help you do CPR?" He's a cop.
yeah. He's like, I'm doing it. So then,
I'm
police
sure
come.
He's trying really hard.
They see Viki. She is laying kind of across the bedspread, on top of the bedspread, with a sheet on top of her, blood on her chest, quite a bit of blood. Bobby says, yeah.
Bobby's holding the baby, by the way, in the front door waiting as the EMTs come in.
I was gone 45 minutes, an hour, tanning. I come back. She shot herself through the chest.
He went to $5 tan.
For an hour. You don't go sit in the tanning booth.
No.
For an hour, your balls would be burnt to a crisp. Your dick would be burned straight off. It'd be bread as a lobster. That's what he would need 911. Lozano, I burned my dick off. It's burned real bad. I can't zip up my pants. My dick is bright red.
Well,
So the cops get in there and they're like, Jesus H. Christ, when they see the scene, because she's laying there with a gun cleaning kit open and set up with a sock and the gun as if it's an accident. He said, I guess she decided to start cleaning my gun at 8 p.m. and shot herself right in the chest.
what?
No.
What wife would do
What
that?
fifth grade teacher wife
would decide,
would
I'm going to
do
clean
that?
my husband's gun right now
While
I'm home alone with the baby because he's tanning.
Not even
Not
ever.
no one. Not one.
Not ever in a million, billion years.
Like, I don't have any guns in my house, but
No.
So I guess maybe are there people out there who have guns and they decide to be nice that they want to clean their husband's gun for him?
Not just randomly
not.
on their bed
No.
without maybe being aware and not ever using them.
No.
I would say within the next few days.
No.
I don't think that would be
No. Especially
something
like you
that would
said,
happen.
A fifth grade teacher? No.
No. So the cops right away notice the angle she would have needed, well, during the autopsy, everything's fucked. The angle she would have needed to hold the gun to make that shot just doesn't work for how she would have had to sit to be cleaning it.
Right.
None of that matches
They're
up
looking
at all.
The angles.
Yeah.
They're looking at
For time,
what you would do, how the gun would be if you were cleaning it. They're
none
like,
of
this
that
isn't.
matched.
She wasn't fucking cleaning this gun.
Lividity was wrong. The blood pooling was wrong for the time. If it had just happened within an hour, well, her lividity and the blood pooling is all off. She had also had bruises all over her goddamn body.
Yes. One in her head.
Yes.
On her head, like in the middle of her forehead.
So immediately these cops were like, you killed her, and staged the scene. And they knew it for minute one, especially when he said he went tanning for an hour.
Yeah.
Jane came forward right away and said she was having an affair with this dickweed, but she had an alibi and it checks out, and she's ruled out right away. Now,
Well, because it wasn't even a secret. Everyone right away was like,
well, she couldn't hide it. It would have been brought up.
Everyone's caught him in the supply cabinet.
Now, another cop said it was real weird when the body was rolled out. Bobby whispered to her in Spanish, and then a guy said, yeah, he said, well, take care in Spanish to Viki. Who says to a dead body, well, take care
While
when
he's
you're
holding
being
their
rolled
baby.
out? I mean, did Jessica Fletcher say, well, take care when the dead body was rolled out of the
every
scene?
fucking episode she
Take
did.
care.
No.
My God.
And then the cops said throughout the day they would watch him and his shoulders would shake, but he wasn't fucking crying.
Take care.
Take care.
And shake his shoulders. Did Matlock say take care?
No, Mom.
Well, take care.
Yeah.
Take care now, Vic. Have a good one, Vicky. Watch the roads.
They knew
Keep
right
the
away.
eye on the road there, Vic. Take
kn-
some breaks when you're driving if you get tired.
They knew right away.
Keep in touch, Vic. Don't be a stranger, Vicky. Keep me posted on how it's going, Vicky. God, what an idiot. Keep me up to date on how you're doing, Vicky.
But of course, instead of arresting him right away, they don't.
What an idiot. Well, take care. That's what I said to my dad at his funeral. Take care, Dad. Let me know, Dad, what you're doing and how it's going. How's the food, Dad?
How did we get here?
What kind of a dumbass says that?
Thanks for cleaning my gun.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for cleaning that gun so good there, Vic.
Ugh.
What the hell? I've never thought I would hear someone that would say that to a corpse. Have a good one. Don't let the screen door hit you on the ass.
It's awful.
Oh, God.
But now they're trying to figure out, was this
Well,
like,
this is what happens.
how do we put this
The coroner
together?
sees all these discrepancies and points them out and then goes, oh, it's a suicide.
Yes.
So the coroner has been on Jinkum hardcore.
For days.
Yeah, the coroner has a sister as a mom and a brother as a dad. And is a dumbass. So the cops can do nothing. Any murder charges they were going to put against him, they have to drop immediately because they know he did it because he was acting like a monster dumbass.
Right.
All of the evidence points to him. They clearly, she did not do this to herself, but their hands are tied.
Right.
So this is where Donna Fielder, the reporter that we see in this episode, she is pissed as hell. And she starts asking around, gets all this information, gets files, gathers it all together in an article,
Yes.
and publishes it in like the town art
newspaper.
Yeah, the Daily Anus, and publishes it. And the title article is "Bobby Got Away with Murder."
Yeah.
And so everybody,
She's hardcore.
she's a
after him.
hardcore bitch, and good for her.
Balls to
like
the wall.
he would not, like, because of her, Vicky's getting her justice. Thank God for this woman. And they said, what, like 90% of the town read the article.
Yeah.
And so the prosecutors had to reopen the case because everybody in the town is like, what the hell?
In the meantime, yeah, they're supposed to be like, oh, he's making sure we're all safe.
Yeah, he's a cop. He goes to the crime scenes and just puts his shoulders up and down and says, well, what are you going to do? So it's 7 years after all this. They finally are like, all right, we got him. We can arrest him. So he goes on trial. What they think just happened is that finally he maybe admitted that he is going to want a divorce. She gets upset, or she says, get the fuck out. I'm getting a divorce. I'm finally ending it with you. Get the hell out of my house. He had his gun out because they can tell the bruise on her head, the huge bruise on her head matched his gun. So he must have whacked her in the head or the face with his gun, or was hitting her in the head with his gun.
Right.
She falls on the bed, and then he just shoots her in the chest when she hit the bed.
Then,
fucking asshole.
the part that made me the most pissed is that he left the kid at home by itself with the dead mom.
Of course, the baby doesn't matter to him.
And went
yeah.
and tanned.
Yep. Left his infant home with its deceased mother. And then goes to get a tanning appointment at his alibi.
Yeah, they never said anything about that, but that was, of course, my first thought. Is
yeah,
like, what the fuck?
Of course he did. Oh my God. Awful. So they also knew that when he was saying he was giving CPR to her, it was clearly obvious he wasn't, because her chest was coated in blood.
Right.
And he had no blood on his hands, his fingers, his arms. It would be splattered up if he was trying to get some through her mouth, or, he was none. So he was even saying on the call that he was doing the CPR. So he was lying.
Yeah.
July 21st, 2009, he's guilty. He gets 45 years. So I hope he is still in, and it's not one of those things like, oh, you were a good boy and 10 years you're out.
They just said the baby was raised by family. I'm hoping it was hers.
I hope so too, because they would have the means also
Bobby.
to do well by him, I hope.
We'll put some pictures up online. I'm trying to crop them right now that we can, so you can see how dumb he was.
Yeah, this is it's a very different Bobby from the TV Bobby and real Bobby.
And I think there was like a Dateline or 2020 on this too. Of course, like I said, we like the trash TV Susan Lucci episodes.
Of course, because they're
much
so
better. Yeah.
poorly acted.
Poorly reenacted. So that's our story for this week. And if you liked what you heard, if you join our Facebook group, you'll also notice we have a book club. And this month we are reading Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix.
We are.
It's really good. It's a long one, so get it fast. It's
a long,
soon.
like, gothic horror.
Yes,
like Southern
his stuff.
gothic horror.
And then September, for those of you who like to get ahead. It is Stolen Queen by Fiona Davis, so you can get.
I just finished that one.
Was it on your Kindle, or did you get it from the library?
I got it from my library.
Okay, so I'll have to put in for the library for that. And as always, support your local libraries, and they're important to communities. So anytime you can use them or donate funds,
and the Libby app,
yeah. We love that, but we also do love our Kindles. So we're reading
and I
Grady
do read
Hendrix.
the shit out of my Kindle.
Our book club was small but so fun.
It was fun.
We had Alicia from
Australia.
So she was a day ahead of us. At
She had a
book club.
crocodile around a neck,
and yes, a crazy kangaroo just
and a wallaby on a tits.
With a ripped chest, just scratching on her windows. Yes, and giant spiders.
Mm-hmm.
What are those spiders that we hate?
Huntsman
spiders.
They were
all
crawling
over
all over her head.
But she was able to talk about the book, and we were so grateful she was there. So, join us if you'd like. We put the Zoom link on in our Facebook page, so you can join us. That's at the end of the month. So,
all right.
Get ready. We'll be
at Shul.
Yeah. We'll be back at the deodorant factory.
Oh, deodorant factory.
We'll need a glass of wine.
Ugh. I'll need some absinthe or whatever that stuff is. Oh,
if the bus doesn't work.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. If you like this, give us a rating, share with your friends. We appreciate everything that you do for us. Bye.
Bye.